Joseph Daneyker's racial classification. A scientific approach to human diversity. Welcome to Anthronet Academy. A study aligned with the UGC NET Anthropology syllabus. Did you know that Joseph Daneyker's racial classification was one of the most detailed ever created, yet most people have never heard of it? Stay till the end to uncover shocking facts about how his model shaped modern anthropology and why some of his ideas remain controversial even today. Introduction to Joseph Daneyker. 1. French anthropologist, 1852-1918, known for racial classification. 2. Criticized Blumenbach's simplistic five-race model. 3. Introduced a more detailed and scientifically structured racial classification. 4. Based classification on anthropometric measurements, skull shape, stature, pigmentation. 5. Influenced later studies in physical anthropology and ethnology. Daneyker's classification, a new perspective. 1. Introduced 6 primary races and 29 subraces. 2. Rejected skin color as a primary racial marker, unlike previous models. 3. Emphasized skeletal structure, hair type, and facial morphology. 4. Believed in geographic variation rather than racial hierarchy. 5. His classification later influenced Carleton Coon's racial studies. The 6 primary races. 1. Nordic tall, blonde, blue-eyed, Scandinavia, Northern Europe. 2. Littoral, Mediterranean, olive-skinned, medium height, Southern Europe, North Africa. 3. Alpine, round skull, stocky build, Central Europe, Western Asia. 4. East European, Slavic populations with intermediate traits. 5. Mongolian, East Asian populations with distinct cranial and facial features. 6. Negroid, African populations with diverse subgroupings. Lesser-known facts about Daneyker's classification. 1. His system influenced modern forensic anthropology. 2. He opposed racial superiority theories common in his time. 3. Recognized that interbreeding blurred racial boundaries. 4. His work was more detailed than Blumenbach and Huxley's models. 5. Introduced the term Nordic race, which was later misused by others. The role of environment in race formation. 1. Daneyker emphasized climate and geography's role in shaping race. 2. Example, Nordic traits adapted to cold regions, Mediterranean traits to warm climates. 3. Opposed the idea that races were fixed and unchangeable. 4. Suggested race as a continuous spectrum rather than distinct categories. 5. His studies predate modern genetics but align with population genetics theories. Daneyker versus other anthropologists. 1. Criticized Blumenbach's five-race system as too simplistic. 2. Differed from Huxley, who emphasized skin color over cranial form. 3. Rejected racial hierarchy theories promoted by early eugenicists. 4. Agreed with Topinard on the importance of physical traits but differed in classification. 5. His classification was later expanded by Carleton Coon and Ernest Hutto. Here's a comparison table of racial classifications by Daneyker, Blumenbach, and Huxley. Anthropologist, number of races, main races, classification bases, notable features. Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, 1775, 5, Caucasian, Mongolian, Ethiopian, American, Malayan, skull shape, skin color, first to introduce the Caucasian race, emphasized unity of humankind. Thomas Huxley, 1870, 4, later 7, Xanthochroi, fair whites, Melanochroi, dark whites, Mongoloids, Negroids, skin color, hair type, simplified races into white, black, yellow, and later expanded to 7 categories. Joseph Daneyker, 1900, 6, primary, plus 29, subraces, Nordic, littoral, Mediterranean, Alpine, East European, Mongolian, Negroid, skeletal structure, cranial index. Hair type, most detailed racial classification of its time, introduced Nordic race. Key differences. 1. Blumenbach's model was simplistic and based on cranial shape and skin color. 2. Huxley simplified Blumenbach's model but later expanded it. 3. Deniker created the most detailed classification, introducing subraces based on cranial morphology and hair type rather than just skin color. Subraces in Deniker's model, lesser known facts. 1. Introduced Nordic, Subnordic, Dinaric, Adriatic, and Oriental subraces. 2. Defined littoral race as distinct from Mediterranean. 3. Included Ainu of Japan under Mongoloid but recognized unique traits. 4. Differentiated Berbers, Arabs, and Semitic groups within the Mediterranean race. 5. His subrace model was one of the most detailed of its time. Criticism and legacy. 1. Later anthropologists criticized rigid racial groupings. 2. His work was misinterpreted in racial supremacy movements. 3. Influenced early 20th century anthropological studies. 4. Replaced by genetic studies showing more variation within races. 5. Today, his system is used historically but not scientifically. Conclusion: why Deniker's work still matters. 1. First anthropologist to use a highly detailed classification system. 2. Rejected simplistic racial divisions and emphasized physical traits. 3. Influenced modern discussions on human variation. 4. His findings are precursors to today's population genetics studies. 5. Though outdated, his model set a scientific foundation for future anthropologists. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Anthronet Academy, for more insightful content on anthropology. Stay safe and connected.